Hey there, thanks for tuning in to Leverage Lounge. Simple, actionable tips and strategies and automations for getting more with less. More leads and more sales. In less time with less hassle. I'm Tobin Jarrett. I was on the founding team of an awesome marketing and business automation company called Ontraport. And nowadays, I help businesses get better results across their business through the power of strategic automation and great tools. Today, I'm going to teach you a super simple but also super strategic little tactic for getting an effective 30 to 50% increase to your email opens. And it takes like 4 minutes to set this up. I'm going to teach you this tactic for upping your email opens inside of the Ontraport platform. But if you use some other software that will do this for you, you can extrapolate how to do that in your platform. This was actually from yesterday's group coaching call that I did for my Leg Up members.
It's incredibly important for our emails to be getting delivered. I wanted to share this with you. It's something that I have been doing in my own business, but also in my clients' businesses for years. The way that we're going to achieve this is by resending to non-openers. And this is not some shiny new thing that I just invented. There's no extra tool that you have to buy to do this. But what it is it's just really solid fundamentals. In the world of shiny objects and new techniques and strategies and stuff, it's really easy to forget the fundamentals. And so this is something I know, Gabby, I've talked with you about is, we tend in general to dramatically overestimate the degree to which our audience is listening, how much of their attention that we have. And so resending to non-openers should just be a staple, especially for those emails that you really want read, which, most of us want most of our emails to be read. And, people are busy. All the time I miss emails that are, that when I get a resend and open it, winds up being worth my time. This isn't something that I just made up that I'm just teaching about. I do this myself, and it consistently gets me 30 to 50% more opens for a given email. So it's worked in a lot of the businesses I've worked inside, and it can work for you. You may have done this before in the past with your emails, but we're adding a little twist that actually is the magic sauce that makes it work better and that you may not have seen before. So you could just send the same email twice, but the real magic to this method that has it really soar is sending non-openers a version that has a different subject line. So why this is so important is 3 things. First of all, it makes it so that their inbox shows the emails separately. The way that, at least Gmail, which 70 to 80% of your list uses Gmail, the way that Gmail works is it looks at the subject line, and if it's the same subject line from a sender, it just groups it in the same thread. So it doesn't even occur to visually like it's a separate email. And it makes it unlikely that not only is it not probably going to get opened, but it's not even probably going to occur as a new email. And then with this different subject line, you actually have a better chance of catching their eye, where, whatever reason that they didn't open the first one, we have lots of reasons, or we're too busy, that particular email just didn't do it for them. Whatever it was, you want a new email, right? To give yourself a much better chance of getting the damn thing open. And finally, because it's got a different subject, they're not likely to think that you've just made a mistake or that your email marketing software is going haywire and that you've just sent them multiple of the same email. We don't want people to think that. It's not a good look. It makes us look sloppy. So it takes just a few moments to set up initially, but then you can just simply copy the branch to elsewhere in your campaign, customize the branch's various settings, and you're able to use this technique again and again in that campaign. So here's the setup. So I use today is, and this is a typical setup for newsletters and so on. But the thing is that you can use this technique for all different kinds of things, right? So like lead magnet delivery emails, you want that person who just signed up to your list to get the value and read consume the lead magnet. So of course, resend if they don't open it. It's super simple to do. And this is how you do it, right? For launches, all kinds of stuff, you want to be doing this setup. And so in this case, today is, is the trigger. I'm labeling this, hey, but let's throttle out leg up clients, because this particular email, this version of the email, it was really meant for leads and prospects, not clients of leg up. So I'm using conditions here to throttle you out. Then we've got a wait here, and the wait step is important. You actually put the date of the wait in here and the send time as well. And the reason it's so important to put the date here, wait until specific date arrives. I'm not going to get into the weeds on this, but what can happen is, sure, you said the trigger was date equals, but what can happen is you can wind up with some people getting stuck on the wait that you don't want to be stuck on the wait if you've got it set up separately. All right, so I'm split testing here because why not? It takes 2 seconds to create a second version of an email. All you do is create the first version of an email, and then you make a copy of it, and then you change the subject line of that copy. So make sure you've got the first version perfect, and then change the subject line only. Now, I really like to put in the name of the email, right? So this is, let me float over this. This is Leverage Lounge, pandemic, emerge better. So emerge better points to the actual subject line, whereas this one was how to pandemic proof your business. The subject line here was how to emerge from the pandemic, how your business can emerge from the pandemic better off than it was before, right? So then, previous to that, I'm tagging, right? So the people who got version A, I'm tagging that they got version A, and the people who got version B, I'm tagging them respectively. And I'll come back to why I do that in just a second. So then I put a goal down here, and the goal is, have they opened either of the two emails, right? So here's version A, here's version B. If they open either, they achieve the goal, right? And they move down here. But if not, when you first add a goal, the default wait is going to be wait forever or until they achieve the goal. But you can click into that wait, and you can change it from forever until a certain amount of time. So what I'm saying here is wait a day, and if they still haven't achieved the goal, which is to say opened the email, right, then send them down this other sort of shoots and laddery moment here so that they get the other email. But check it out. Remember, I created 2 versions of this email, one each with its own different subject line. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying, hey, I put a little condition here that says, hey, do they have the tag that indicates their version, that they got version A? If yes, send them the other version, which is version B. And if no, send them version A. So in effect, it's basically just see which one of these works better, and then send them the other one so that they get a different subject line if they haven't opened in a day. And I'm going to show you here in performance mode. You always want to set it to all-time data. So this went out to, roughly just shy of 1,100 people. And what I can see here is that on the first send, I got about, just over 200 opens. This one actually smoked the other one in opens, right? That's a big difference, actually. Now, normally you wouldn't expect to see such a big difference, but this one was just much, much better. Now, it did get more opt-outs, but it also got more clicks. And by the way, these clicks are not counting any opt-outs. So far here, we got, we're at 200 out of 1,100 sends. So, not bad, but I want better, right? So then down here, a day later, all the non-openers get the alternate version. And then we were able to collect another fully 80 more opens. And had I not done that, I would have been left with, just 200. So effectively, I've gotten around a 30% open rate on the same email just for taking the 5 extra minutes to set this up. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, your clicks are dismal. That's fine. The content was all in the reason for this email is really about adding value and developing the know, like, trust factor. It's not about the click so much.
Hey, thanks for watching, and let me know any wins that you get out of this or any of the other tips or techniques or strategies that I share. And if you dug this lesson and you are an existing Ontraport client, go to tobinjarrett.com/leg-up to learn all about the Leg Up Arsenal program exclusively for Ontraport users. Now, if your current email marketing software won't let you do this, or if you are considering Ontraport for one of the thousands of other crazy ways it will help you start, scale, and automate your business, go to tobinjarrett.com/launchpad to learn more about our exclusive bundle of bonuses worth $1,982 that you'll get absolutely free just for signing up for your free trial of Ontraport through us.